jumped off the screen. On Tuesdays, my clients were boys and young men. On Wednesdays, they were girls and young women. That was it, the singular difference between the 2 days of the week. I sat there a bit dumbfounded and considered this reality for a while. The more I thought about it, the less sense it made to me. Regardless of gender, my clients, boys and girls, men and women, came to therapy for similar reasons. They were anxious about their futures as well as their present. They were depressed about their lives, and low self-worth and a poor sense of self-image permeated both genders. Body image and eating issues were prevalent among most of the young people I was seeing as well. The way they were seen by peers on social media was also a major stressor for both genders, with anxieties about the number of likes and follows and self-comparisons to others who seemed to have perfect lives. Concerns about the world around them, including a degree of hopelessness about a bright future for themselves and their families, were also common. They had all also been navigating a years-long pandemic while grieving the loss of so many expected life markers: plays and proms, graduations and games, wins and losses, relationships and breakups, and smiles and tears. And they mourned the absence of just being able to have normal moments sitting with friends instead of isolating at home for months on end, unsure of what the future would look like or whether anything would ever feel normal again. But these concerns didn't separate boys from girls or men from women. Quite the contrary, such experiences made them more similar to one another. Given the previous set of mutual concerns, one might think, as I did, that I would experience no significant difference between Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or any other days of the week. Given the deep and serious nature of these struggles, one might also wonder why I didn't drain that venti coffee every single day. My weekly session day with girls. Teenage girls and young women are, on the whole, fascinating therapy clients. They are virtually never late. They rarely cancel scheduled appointments. Many of them bound into the room energetically. It is clear that this is an hour they plan, look forward to, work for, and relish. Many of them ask me about my week and how my day is going. They don't just ask in passing, they want to know. They check in with me and make sure I'm okay. From the moment they enter the room, girls and young women are present and ready to go. They come in with energy, with juice. Make no mistake, teenage girls and young women suffer and struggle mentally and emotionally every bit as much as boys and young men. The times we're living in provide singular difficulties for our girls, without a doubt. They feel pressure to perform exceptionally well in school and to get involved in as many extracurricular activities as are reasonable, sometimes to a degree well beyond the reasonable. Perfectionism, body image issues, and negative comparisons to the lives of other girls are all trials for almost any young woman or girl today, and each of these is becoming more difficult for them as well. Online hate, the threat of sexual violence, and virtually impossible beauty standards are prominent in their minds. Too often, girls internalize these massive stressors, driving a substantial recent uptick in self-harm, self-loathing, suicidal ideation, and even completed suicides. I've read countless stories over the past year about the crisis in American girlhood and find myself nodding along as I read. Yes, our girls and young women are suffering mightily, without a doubt. On top of all that, I've found that the girls and young women I work with feel a lot. They carry deep wells of empathy that often leave them serving as de facto therapists to their friends, on top of everything else, supporting them wholeheartedly and guiding them through their latest social, emotional, and/or academic crises. And for many girls, the office is always open. They are available to one another at the lunch table.